I can speak for all of us here, and I think for our presidents and prime minister, we will not tolerate avoidance or anything less than full compliance by the Assad regime to the core principles of what has been achieved here. If Assad fails to comply with the terms of this framework, make no mistake, we are all agreed, and that includes Russia, that there will be consequences. The framework fully commits the United States and Russia to impose measures under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter in the event of non-compliance. And President Obama, and I have repeated his statement, has warned that should diplomacy fail, the military option is still on the table. So we also want to emphasize something else of great importance here. Removal of the chemical weapons takes away from Assad one of the tools that he has been using against the opposition, against the people of his country, to subjugate, oppress their aspirations for freedom and for opportunity and for a role in the governance of their country. That will be taken away from him, and that will therefore make the opposition safer. But nothing in what we've done is meant to offer any notion to Assad that there's some legitimacy to his process, that he has some extended period as a leader, so-called. We make it clear that Assad has lost all legitimacy to be possible to govern this country. And we remain committed to the opposition and committed to the Geneva process, which calls for a transition government with full executive authority by mutual consent of the parties that will lay out the structure for the new Syria. That's our end strategic goal here. And all of us remain committed to that goal and committed to ending the violence as soon as possible.
You mentioned Chapter 7 in the resolution in the event there would be non-compliance by the Assad regime with their commitments. Mr. Kerry, Mr. Fabius, do you trust Vladimir Putin for compliance with this agreement?
Confidence. It's a matter of verifying. It's a matter of specificity in what we do in this resolution and in the enforcement of the resolution. As I said in Geneva, there was an old saying from Gorbachev and President Reagan of trust but verify. We're talking about verify and verify. It's not a matter of trust. So we're going to work hard to have a resolution that is as strong and forceful as possible. Now, Russia did agree in Geneva that Chapter 7 is mentioned specifically as the route for compliance if there is non-compliance or any use of chemical weapons by anyone in Syria. Under both of those circumstances, use of weapon or non-compliance, you're already automatically in Chapter 7 according to the agreement we came out of Geneva with. So that mention is there.